everybody, my name's Jonathan and welcome to Barely Unboxed. We're back with another Halloween themed video for this month of October. It's spooky season and I love it. It's my favorite time of year. I love dressing up, so I use my channel as an excuse to dress up for multiple videos and I love it. So today is Rainbow High theme. I've had this Bella costume ball, Rainbow Vision costume ball doll forever. I bought this back when they were starting to go on sale, and I got this from Walmart. That's the barcode. She's probably not as easy to find now, but I will try to find a link for her and put it down below. So these were special edition. I know Walmart was one of the only stores that carried them. I'm not sure if they were a Walmart exclusive. And they were really pricey at the time. Because when these came out, we were still getting the Rainbow High dolls that came with like 2 outfits. And this doll only comes with 1. But it is in this really beautiful packaging. It has Velcro. Sorry if you hate the sound of Velcro. I know some people don't like that sound. So it just says Bella Art Direction Focus on the side. So it still had the focus even though it was a special edition. And there were 3 dolls. I've opened this one in a previous Halloween video from last year. We'll be opening up this one in a future video this month. And look out for that because it's going to be sort of superhero themed because she does look like Catwoman. Very, very much. Alright, so when you open it, that's where you can see what the doll looks like. And this doll of Bella, this version of Bella is absolutely gorgeous. If you want to pause and read this little blurb about her, go right ahead. Also on the back, there's a little blurb about the costume ball, Rainbow Vision. I love this doll. I love all the like spider details that she has. She has like little pearl spiders all over her. I'm very excited to open her up today and add her to my enormous collection, as you might see behind me. Rainbow High is my main thing that I collect. So we are also going to do a custom doll today. I've made custom dolls in the past. I've shown you a little bit of that in a previous video. There will be a link for my custom videos down below. I'm going to make a playlist that has all my custom doll videos together in case you want to see that. I found her at Marshall's, which TJ Maxx and Marshall's both have her for this same price. And she's only $16.99. She's still available if you go to your TJ Maxx and Marshalls. I just saw her recently. I think we'll start with the custom. I'll show you some of the steps for that. And then we'll open Bella as well before I reveal the final version of her. So let me get her out of the box and we'll be right back. So before we dye her hair, I'm going to take out her braids because you want full dye coverage, and with the braids you're going to have some parts of the hair that don't get dyed. And I will be washing her hair too to get rid of any hair gel, which she has very limited hair gel, which I was really happy about. And I'm going to show you also how I change the eyes on a Rainbow High doll. Also Shadow High, so either Shadow High or Rainbow High, this is how I do it. I prefer using a hairdryer. Some people use boiling water, which I tried in the beginning, but honestly it can burn you and you have to constantly reheat the water. With a hairdryer, it's just hot from the beginning, and you just want to warm the head up till it's squishy like this. And I usually go a little extra just for good measure. And to change the eyes out, you have to take the head off. So you gently once the head is squishy, you pull the head off of the neck, and it usually comes off pretty easily. You might need to keep reheating the doll if you have any resistance. That's my one tip for this method, is just to continue reheating the head with the hairdryer. So once the head is really squishy from the heat, use a chopstick, which I'm using a plastic chopstick, or like a pen, something that you can stick into the neck hole to pop out the eyes from the inside, and they come out usually really easily. Now, getting the eyes back in can be a little tricky. You want to make sure you have the left and right eye. So this is the left and right eye side by side. The fat end of the eye goes on the outside. And I am reheating the head one more time before I try to put these in. And I try putting them in the small side first, and then you just kind of have to trust the process and push it in and hope that it goes in. And if it doesn't go in the first couple tries, heat up the head again and try again. And then you use the chopstick inside to kind of help position the eyeball. And these eyes I'm using are not the same eyes that she came with, as far as like there's little peg holes on the back, which I didn't really show, but you can see inside the eye socket that there's like 3 peg holes, and these eyes I'm using only have 2, and they're in a different spot, but they still will work. Some people cut off the peg. I do not. I've never had any issues leaving those on. And you just do the same thing for the other eye, and you just kind of fiddle with them until you get them into the position that you want, and they usually stay once the head cools off. So now that we got her new beautiful eyes, and look at how they look in the sun, so beautiful, we are going to dye her hair with this Sunshine Orange Rit all-purpose dye. This is their normal dye. Do not use the Dye More, or it will stain the doll plastic on the skin, you know. I have done that purposely with some dolls to change the skin tone, but we're not doing that this time. In fact, I'll put a video link down below for my Oliver Ocean custom that I did this past, when was that? Like sometime in April, I believe. It might have been April. Or no, sorry, it was in May. Yes. Well, anyway, so I'm washing her hair, and I poured in about 1/4 of the dye bottle, and you don't need much. And then you just, once the hair is wet, you just dunk it in, and you swish it around. You dunk it in a few times. I suggest making the color darker than you think you want, because when it dries it will be a lighter color, but you can always do it again. You can always dye it again once it's dried if it's not as dark as you wanted it to be. So once you get the color saturation that you want, then you just rinse with cold water, which is what I was doing there. And you can see her hair is a beautiful orange, like natural redhead kind of orange color. And then I just dry the hair with a paper towel to make sure there's no residue dye, and if there is, just rinse again until there's no dye on the paper towel. It's very easy. And now we're going to go on to the outfit that I'm putting together for her. So I went on Etsy and found this lovely shop called Haute Plastic, also Lovely Woods Boutique. They have multiple names depending on where you find them. I will put a link to them down below, and they sell lots of like clothing accessories, and I ordered some perfect items to make a custom witch. So this hat, I've actually made a version of this hat in the past for a Barbie doll. I'm not the best at sewing though, and as you can see, the stitching on this hat is beautiful. It's very well done. It does have a pipe cleaner on the inside back, so you can kind of pose it. It's really well made, and I absolutely love this hat. I'm so glad I ordered it. I also ordered a pair of socks. You get 2 socks per order of socks, and I asked for 2 different sizes because I wasn't sure which ones I wanted to use for the stall. And I have these Natasha Zima accessories that I dyed a while back with a purple dye. It was I dye poly, which will dye plastic. That's the dye that you want to use for plastic dye. And I just cut the bottom parts off of these so that they're just little like gemstone earrings. And I also have this Natasha Zima dress that I also dyed a purple color with the same I dye poly. I will put a link to that dye down below if you want to look it up. But I thought this really goes well with the hat color, and I decided to remove the bow on the back because you're not going to see that bow really, and I'm putting it on the hat because it'll make a matching set, and I think it looks really good. I'm very happy with how that looks. So I just sewed that on, and I found this ribbon that I also dyed, and it dyed it a very light lavender, which I think is a nice color for this. And I glued that on with Fabri-Tac. So that's part of her costume. Now we're going to make her a little familiar. I mean, what is a witch without a familiar? You got to have a familiar. So I decided to make like a little crow, raven kind of animal for her to have as a familiar. And I'm using Cause clay, which is a amazing polymer clay that once it's baked, it's flexible and it's very durable. And I use a foil underneath so you don't have to use all clay. It makes it much lighter. And I have some sparkly black clay that I use for eyes. Now that is just a normal polymer clay. And I have this titanium wire that I was using to make legs. Now I did off camera remake the legs because I was not happy with them. Alright, so now that you've seen some of the process of what I go through making a custom, I wanted to show you her little familiar all completed. So I painted him off camera with some acrylic paints. Now he has like a color shift paint on him, so he has this really cool sheen. I think he turned out really cute. You can see the feet look a little different because I mentioned that I redid them off camera. He even will stand up. Not on my hand very well, but he will stand up pretty well. So that's going to be my witch's familiar. Now, I like giving funny, kind of weird names to characters. I like naming characters. So I already have a name for my witch. Now, I'm still thinking of a name for her little familiar, which I'm thinking is a raven, because compared to a Rainbow High doll, he's kind of big. So we'll figure out what his name is while I'm unboxing Bella. So we're going to unbox Bella, and then I will do the final reveal of her and my custom witch over here. So let's get her out of this box and take a look. All right, we got Bella out of her packaging, and look how gorgeous she is. She has really beautiful eye makeup. They did this like kind of like thing where it looks like her eyes are kind of bigger than they really are by doing the makeup down here. I've seen that technique in real life on people. It's always so neat to see. So she had a lot of little things holding like her sleeve to her hat and this sleeve to her dress. So be warned, if you've never opened her and you plan on it, there's a little bit of fussy cutting of all the little fasteners. And she has them on her hat too, here in the back, which I have not undone. You can see there's a hole in it right here where one's at. I do want to take that off and wash her hair. Her hair is super crunchy. You can hear it. Now, she does have a lot of tinsel in her hair, which I didn't really notice while she was in the box. But it is pretty. I just hope it washes up okay. You can see she has crazy box hair, the way it's styled. You can see the back of her dress, though, is very open in the back. It's very, very pretty pink, and it has like spiderweb details. Can you see that? It's like holographic spiderweb details all over this part right here. And then there's these little spiders. She has a necklace that says RH in the middle. She has earrings that say RH, and the earrings look to me like something I've seen before on, I want to say, one of the maybe Fantastic Fashion dolls. I could be wrong, but they look familiar. Maybe they're not. Maybe they just look similar to something else. They kind of look like the earrings that I'm using for my custom witch doll, just slightly different. So she has these glittered high heels. They have like actual glitter. You can feel it. It's very rough. And they have little buckles. And she has these pink socks. These are really adorable. I love the way they did it. And they have just a pink bottom with the black. And she has so much detail to this outfit. There's like rhinestones on the sleeves. I mean, I could sit here all day and just talk about the outfit. She also has these long fingernails, and they have like French tips, it looks like. These ones with the long fingernails are always very rubbery. And like all Rainbow High dolls, her hands do come off. So I'm going to go wash her hair. Hopefully I can get it looking nice, and hopefully the hat will go back on easily once I take that off. We'll see. And then we'll take a final look at her and her witchy friend. All right, we are back after getting Bella's hair washed. And here's what she looks like after her hair wash. You can definitely see this tinsel. It freaked out on me. I even... I looked up some ways to tame it. One of the ways was to use hairspray, but I just got rid of all the gel, and so I didn't want to have to do that. And also, heating it with like a hair curler or a hot iron, which I do not own. So I just left it as is. Another thing I might try to do in the future, and I'll share photos of it on my Instagram and in my community tab here on YouTube, is I'll try to maybe recurl her hair. But anyway, this is what she looks like, and here's what she looks like without the hat. She does have a part line, which is really, really nice to see. And I think she's gorgeous. I just kind of wish that she didn't have tinsel. The tinsel's really only kind of in the like top layer. It's not really in the bottom layers like throughout. So it wouldn't be too hard to take it all out. But I don't want to have to take it all out either, because I actually do like the effect that it gives when it's working. I just need to figure out how to get it to work right. So the other thing with her that I did not mention when we first unboxed her is she does come with the stand, obviously. So she comes with the new updated clip stand that says Rainbow on the front of it. So she also comes with the Rainbow High comb that matches her stand, which is pink and says Rainbow on it. And then these costume ball dolls all came with a invitation card, which is on a really nice cardstock, very shiny. It says Rainbow High, you are invited. And it says scan here for a unique Rainbow High experience. I'm not sure this website works anymore. when you scan it, but you're welcome to try. I have not tried it. At least at this point, I have not tried it. And I'm using my phone to record my videos, so I can't really scan it at the moment to let you know. So, there's that. As articulation goes with this doll, this is one of the, ones with all the articulation from back in the day. So she does have the wrist articulation, which I already showed that her hands can come out. She has the upper thigh articulation. She has the double jointed knee. The legs can go up and out to the side. She has the head tilt and can go left and right. And then she has the shoulder articulation. It's like kind of on a ball joint. She has the elbow, and then I already mentioned the wrist. So lots of articulation, so you can get some really nice dynamic poses with her. I miss that about Rainbow High. Like, without the wrist and the upper thigh articulation on the newer dolls, it's definitely a little harder to get, nice looking poses. So what you've probably all been waiting for is to see this custom witch. So we have her little raven pet. I think I came up with a name for him. He's going to be named Zephyr, which is the name of the west wind. And it's significant because it kind of goes with the name for my witch. So, are you ready to meet my custom witch? Here she is. So this is Etienne, which I got the name from a song by Tori Amos. It's a really old song from one of her original albums when she went by the name Why Can't Tori Read? And it was kind of a failed 80s project, but I love the album despite that. I love Tori Amos, and she has this orange-red hair, so I just thought it was a very fitting name. If you want to hear the song, it's called Etienne. I'll put a name of the song here so you can see the spelling. And then this is her little raven pet, familiar Zephyr. So let me kind of break down what we did here. So I do have her on a purple stand, which I had a spare purple stand, and it's just the normal Rainbow High stand like Bella came with. Nothing fancy. And so let me take her hat off so you can see her beautiful hair. So I did a very simple face-up on her on top of what she already had. I gave her some more freckles. I made her eyebrows a little bit thicker, longer, and I gave her some purple eyeshadow that does have glitter in it, and it might be hard to see on camera. You can see it, yeah, you can kind of see it there. If Bella would stop stealing the show. So she does have the glitter in her eyeshadow, and then she has some purple lips. Now I love the way this dress looks on her, and it doesn't even need that bow in the back because we put the bow on the hat, which I think works so well. It looks so cute on her. And I gave her, along with these stockings I ordered, I gave her these shoes that say Magic, which were from the Rainbow High Mini Accessory Studio. They were Violet's shoes from that series. And then she, of course, has the earrings that we looked at earlier. And to top it all off, I borrowed this cameo necklace from Lavender Lynn, which I thought was perfect. I've been watching Agatha all along on Disney Plus, and Agatha wears a cameo, and her magic is purple. Although she doesn't have the magic in the Agatha all along show, because the Scarlet Witch took her powers. But I'm sure she'll get them back. And I kind of did a little bit of a theme with that. I didn't want to make an Agatha custom because I didn't want to have to go like crazy matchy to the character. I wanted to make my own kind of purple witch. And I thought purple and pink go really well together. All right, so her crow, or raven, I guess, I decided it's a raven. He actually can kind of stand on her hand if you balance him just perfectly. I thought about making the claws on it like longer so they could wrap around her, but I ended up not doing that. So there she is with her familiar. Now I do have one final accessory that I picked up kind of last minute for her, and I haven't even opened it yet. I picked this up at Michael's craft store. It's in like their little miniature Halloween section. It was $6.99 and it lights up. It's like a lantern of a jack-o'-lantern lantern, which is kind of funny. And here is the barcode for that. If you would like to look for that, I can try to put a link. I don't know if it can be ordered from michaels.com, but it's Ashland Halloween, which I'm not sure if that is their store brand. I can't tell you. So let's get this open and see how this works. Now that it's not in the black packaging, you can see it a lot better. This is what it looks like. He kind of looks like he has like a little top hat on almost, and like these are little shirt buttons, kind of. And she can hold this because it has a handle. All right, so I had to put some batteries in this. It did not come with batteries. It uses like 3 really tiny little like button batteries. So we're ready to see this light up. Wow, that is really bright, but it looks so cool. And then you can totally just turn her hand up and give her that. And then we can give her familiar. And there you have it. Etienne and Zephyr and her lantern. So she does not have a last name. It's just Etienne. So there you have Etienne and Bella ready to go out for Halloween. I am so happy with how this doll turned out. You'll have to let me know down in the comments what you think of Etienne and what you think of Bella. Let me know if you think I did a good job. I would love to hear what you think of my witch custom. Victoria really made a perfect Halloween witch, I think. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a like. If you're not subscribed yet, please do subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you get notified every time I put up a new video every week. And stay tuned for more Halloween videos to come. I have some more custom dolls in the works, so they're all Rainbow High customs because that's my thing. So thank you guys again. Take care out there. Happy Halloween. Stay safe. Love you guys. Bye.